just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
All right, now let's get in that end zone.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Through the air, it's Salter. Buys a little extra time. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down. New set of downs.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The gift to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football downfield in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. On the option. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. They go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
He gets up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking downfield, it's out. Defenders around on that screen. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down and get something positive. How about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back and putting that sucker on the ground?
For it. Gonna take a shot. It's caught. Good job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's out. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Oh, there it was! the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. And this one will be stopped for no gain. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Good defense, great stop.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Back to pass, it's Salter. Unloads to the right. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
We talked to the coaches coming in this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at the own 47. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Nice pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Gets the back moving. Caught in the backfield with Allen. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Allen. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Tackle almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
It'll be 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Behind the line. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
to throw again. Here's a heat. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the ball. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's out. Makes the catch, it's out. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll bring it out. It's Miller. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, at this point,
And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. After that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Running back searching for him. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
Right, great little run. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
It's Miller. He's close to the first down, and they're going to mark him just a little short.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
The Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the run. It's a first down. They get it out with this offense to set up 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm,
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's it. That passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and no one to get all the juices, all the excitement. And listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Riding up to add another. Oh, he missed it. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Indiana is lighting up the scoreboard behind an offense that looks just about as good as we've ever seen in Bloomington. They're up 14 over Louisville. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Toss sweep to the right. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds. You're embarrassing us.
I'll tell you what, when the ball's tossed on the perimeter really quickly, you got to take really good angles. When I'm a safety and I'm spinning down, I'm trying to catch that guy. He's got so much space out there now. I don't have a lot of help from my defensive tackles or my defensive ends. Those are tough spots to be in. You could tell the running back won that battle, got a bunch of yards. Nice positive play for this offense.
Might as well give it to him again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Terrible, awful, seriously, just disgraceful.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Scanning the field, it's out. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Penn State! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
The Nittany Lions looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30, he's got it. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a 1st down, and they've got to show this urgency.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on first and goal. A run for the quarterback. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient, put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback keeper. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Looking down the left side. He's got it outside. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Keeps looking downfield. He'll take another shot here. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. 1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Penn State! And the pummeling has started.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Price. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball back quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Dropping back, it's Salter. Pocket breaking down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to pick up the first down. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions...
And here's a fumble right behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fine play action. Rushes on him. He lets one fly deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. They're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He's looking downfield to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Stealing a score on special teams. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on there. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. hoping for better fortune this time around. He spins that thing down the middle. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
27, John. Toss him a side offense. Let's get juice.
Looking to throw it, Salter. Under fire. Time lets it go. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback, evading the rush, getting outside the pocket, and then not turning the football over. It's so hard not to try to force the football down the field. Good job. Incompletion. Next play.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Allen. Also in the hands of the goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Coming out with it, it's Price. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Again, out of the gun. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
The Buffaloes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Grab behind the line. It's Price. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Behind the chains now on second and long. back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw. It's Salter. Released in the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third down, he drops the throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He leaves it with his back. They remove the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. That's caught. It's Hudson. Set up at the 17.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's they get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And here there's money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute in the field.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fit it in the window for the score.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down the distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it out. It's Price. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Salter. Short hands, it's active. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the looks? Warner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first. They'll move the wide receiver.
This is our game to win, offense!
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Looking for more room. Inside the 10.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In the nickel, they're able to come away with the pick.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is really impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Florida took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Gainesville. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. To throw, it's Salter. Throws for the tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job with coverage. Great job on passes. They had their number, and that's why they're winning by so much.
Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Now on 1st and 10 for the 26. They'll give it to him again. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running back on the move. Ripping up a really good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
Yeah, a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give them out, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
The run from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Toss to the outside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment, because today, it was not a good day.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here they come on 4th and short from the 50. The play action fake. Looking left. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. That's a touchdown saving tackle at the 17.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball.
Into the end zone. And it's in
so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, the Leafs don't run the football. They're not going to tell the lead. Go into the locker room with the table turn the legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield, it's Salter. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And he brought one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. To the ground with the bat. And that is how we will wrap this one up. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to